In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 28, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. San Diego Padres versus Kansas City Royals. San Diego looks for the road sweep when they meet Kansas City on Sunday afternoon. The Padres are caught in third place in the wild card standings, just 2.5 games ahead of Milwaukee. The Royals couldn't be in worse shape as they are just hoping to remain out of the cellar in the American League Central. Fortunately, they are 1.5 games ahead of the lowly Detroit Tigers. Lefty Sean Manaea takes on Jonathan Heasley for the Royals. The Padres have struggled to consistently prove they are as dominant as the names on paper would suggest, but this weekend seems to be a great opportunity to do so. They opened it up with a convincing 13-5 victory and should finish it with another multi-run win. Each win is crucial for them, despite the National League West being out of reach. They still have to compete with several other teams for a wild card spot, and they already disappointed their fans by missing the playoffs last season. Although Joe Musgrove won't be on the mound again, they proved to barely need him. He went just 3.2 innings in that aforementioned win. Now they'll look to close things out with lefty Sean Manaea. There's no denying he's had his ups and downs this season, but he's coming off one of his better performances. He was finally able to go deep into the game, pitching 7 innings while allowing just a single run. He's allowed 3 or fewer runs since that rough outing against the Dodgers to begin the month. While that's not perfect, it should be enough for his team to support him against Royals starter Jonathan Heasley. Kansas City has lost each of his last 6 starts, and he hasn't recorded a win since mid-June. In fact, that was his only win, as he's 1-7 on the year. Even if he has the start of his life, the Royals recently put themselves alongside the Reds for the worst in the league. There may not be quite the offensive explosion to begin the series, but it should still end with the same result. So the San Diego Padres to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. I get that this is a series between 2 disappointing teams, disappointing for different reasons, but while the Padres have struggled to live up to expectations since their big day at the trade deadline, and while the Royals have struggled for much of the season in general, I think this is a spot for the offenses to break out. I said before that I think that Sean Manaea is the weak link in San Diego's rotation, and Jonathan Heasley hasn't been able to get a consistent spot in Kansas City's rotation for a reason. These two teams are trending in opposite directions, with Kansas City being one of the worst teams in baseball. Kansas City has really struggled with their pitching this season and will start Jonathan Heasley in this game. Heasley has allowed 14 earned runs over his last 14.2 innings pitched. For the Padres, Sean Manaea has allowed 7 earned runs over his last 16 innings pitched. These 2 starters stink, and I wouldn't be surprised if we got near the total by the middle innings here. We should see a good amount of runs in this game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Francisco Giants versus Minnesota Twins. The San Francisco Giants hope to have the upper hand in Sunday's 3rd meeting at Target Field with the Minnesota Twins. After getting blown up by 9 runs in the opener, the Giants' defense had the Twins crashing back down to earth in Saturday's rematch. However, they still ended up blowing the game in extra innings. San Francisco will be looking to avoid a 3-game sweep, with Jakob Junis getting the nod to start at pitcher against Minnesota's Aaron Sanchez. The Giants are 4-0 in their last 4 Sunday games and 8-2 in their last 10 interleague road games. The Twins are 2-6 in their last 8 interleague games and 1-6 in their last 7 overall. The under is 7-2-1 in Giants' last 10 overall. The under is 5-1 in Twins' last 6 home games. The San Francisco Giants and the Minnesota Twins just played an extra inning game on Saturday night, and having a Sunday afternoon game will factor in the starting pitchers even more. Jakob Junis has a 3.58 earned run average in his previous 15 games, while Aaron Sanchez has made 2 MLB appearances since the end of May. San Francisco has a slight advantage offensively in the previous 30 days, as they are 17th in the majors with a .683 team OPS, while Minnesota is 20th in the sport with a .670 team OPS during that stretch. The Minnesota Twins are the better team at home and need these games more than the Giants, who have mailed it in about a month ago. However, I'm not laying juice with Aaron Sanchez on the mound. We're talking about a pitcher who has allowed 57 hits and 33 earned runs in 40.1 innings. Jakob Junis has been far and away the better pitcher this season, and the Giants have won 8 of his last 11 starts. So the San Francisco Giants money line is our full game side pick. Things were pretty quiet throughout Saturday's head-to-head meeting between the Giants and Twins, and then the bottom of the 9th inning came along and all hell broke loose. I'm expecting business to pick up a bit more on the offensive side of things with the Giants batting against Aaron Sanchez to kickstart things on Sunday. The Giants have still yet to have a strong offensive showing, but this will be the perfect time for them to do so against a struggling pitcher still working his way into a completely new pitching rotation. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Cubs versus Milwaukee Brewers. The Chicago Cubs have been playing well as of late, but are no longer in the race for the National League playoffs. They will be having righty Adrian Sampson will get the start and is coming off a loss against the St. Louis Cardinals where he threw 3.1 innings and gave up 5 runs on 8 hits with no walks or strikeouts. The Milwaukee Brewers are on a bit of a cold stretch and are trying to get back into the postseason picture. Southpaw Eric Lauer will get the start for Milwaukee as he defeated the Los Angeles Dodgers as he went 5 shutout innings and allowed 5 hits with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. The Cubs are 6-13 in their last 19 versus a lefty starter and 2-6 in their last 8 in Game 3 of a series. Chicago is 0-4 in their last 4 Sunday games. Meanwhile, the Brewers are 5-16 in their last 21 in Game 3 of a series and 2-5 in their last 7 Sunday games. The over is 17-7-1 in Milwaukee's last 25 Sunday games. This series opened with a thrilling extra inning game, but the Brewers should be able to close it out with a bit less drama. It's a great opportunity for them to gain ground on the Cardinals in the National League Central as St. Louis is taking on a great Braves team. They had the division lead coming out of the All-Star break, but found themselves in a bit of a slump. However, they had to face the Dodgers for 2 out of 3 series, so it's time to turn it on before heading to a weak Pirates team on Monday. Thankfully for Milwaukee fans, starter Eric Lauer should provide them with a strong series finale. The lefty is going out for his 10th win and has won both of his home starts against the Cubs this season. He allowed just 2 runs across 13 innings in those starts, winning both games by multiple runs. More impressive is his most recent start. He was actually able to help the Brewers take down the league-best Dodgers. Better yet, they did so in shutout fashion. Meanwhile, Cubs starter Adrian Sampson is coming off quite a rough outing. He was smacked by the Cardinals for 5 runs in 3.1 innings, in what finished as a 13-3 loss. Sampson has been better than expected for a guy who spends a lot of time in the bullpen, but not strong enough to contain the deeper lineups. The Brewers have multiple former MVPs in theirs, while the Cubs primarily rely on their 2 big all-stars, Ian Happ and Wilson Contreras. With Lauer proving he can get it done against them, expect him to do so again on Sunday. The Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. Milwaukee has not allowed more than 3 runs in any of its last 4 game starts by Eric Lauer, and the Cubs have only allowed more than 4 runs in one of the last 9 starts made by Sampson. The under has prevailed in 4 out of the last 5 head-to-head games played in Milwaukee, and the under is also 13-5 in the Cubs' last 18 road games against southpaw starters. Looking at the offenses as of late, the Cubs are averaging 4 runs per game in their previous 16 games, while the Brewers are scoring 3.43 runs per game in their last 14 games played. These bullpens also have been doing pretty well throughout the season as the Brewers are 16th in MLB with a 3.94 reliever earned run average while the Cubs are 19th with a 4.05 bullpen earned run average thus far. The under has hit in 4 of the previous 5 games played in American Family Field. Expecting 9 runs seems like too many here. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.